I've had a few people asking about dyeing antlers, colouring antlers. You get a few casties out in the bush, a few white ones like this, a bit chalky, sun bleached, maybe a deadhead, and you want to give it some colour. Bring it back to its original looking grandeur, whatever you want to call it, so it looks like you shot it. I don't know. I just like the look of them when they got colour. So this is what we get. We get a white head. This was a dead velvet head that I had to soak. She's all white now. I like it white, so I'm going to leave it white. This one, on the other hand, this was a dead head that I found, and it was completely white, and I coloured it up. And I think it looks pretty close, considering that this is a removed off a dead deer. That one. But what we use is potassium permanganate. Comes from the chemists. Just go down there. They should have it, most of them, or Condy's crystals, as the what most people call them. That's the old-fashioned name. Not that mouthful. I used to just paint it on with a brush. Now I get a little squirter bottle, mist it on. So what I'll do is I'll run you through, put some gloves on, because that stuff stains. You want to have instant freckles, spray that all over yourself. If you want instant tan, that's not going to go away and that's patchy, spray that all over yourself. Anyway, so I've got a little tiny bit of antler here after fiddling around making some stuff. And I'll show you, it comes out a bit of a shock when you first do it, so it comes out purple. And then that'll dry. Now, I mix about a teaspoon of Condy's crystals to a cup of water. So about a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons in that little, I don't know what it is, 500ml bottle. So you can see that drying, it's slowly getting darker. Righto, that's gone, that's all finished now. It takes, I don't know, 10 minutes to soak in. I'll put it out in the sun. I don't know if it helps or not, but that's a light brown. That's not dark enough for me. Maybe if you're doing a chittle antler, that might be good, but no. So just give it another coat. I try and just lightly mist the ends so they're lighter where they're rubbed out. I haven't done the back, but this is only a demonstration. Now we'll let that one sit and see what that comes up with. Rightio, 2 coats. You can mix this up stronger if you want to go straight to dark, but I find you get, mine's always got stuff in hardly ever use all that in one antler, or 2 antlers or a dead head, so I'll leave it diluted in case I get a half coloured head. So I've got, well, these are a pair of antlers here. That one's got a bit of colour on it. I won't touch that one, but I might bring that one up to match. And it's already got some colour because I found them 7 months apart. So that one there, I'll give it 1 or 2 coats and it'll come up to match that one. So I'm not going to, I can't be bothered. But that's why I keep it diluted. So give her another coat. I just rub it because it's got drips on it. I don't want the drips on the ground, even though I've got a sheet down there. I normally do this outside on a bit of mesh, but it's too bright. You won't be able to hear me, bloody birds. So, go chuck that outside and then go from there. Righto, we're at about as dark as we want. You go darker depending on the area you're hunting. Like South Australian fallow, bloody white. Some of the ones we get up here are real dark. Up here, wherever the here is. Anyway, 240 grit, go 400 grit, whatever you want. And then I sand down because that stain just stains the top layer. So you just sand it back. And you'll get down to white again. So when you're sanding, you want to look for where the deer rub out, where their points, their spellers, along the front edge of their main beams. all those places where they're going to make contact with the other deer, with the scrub, with their rub trees, anything like that. So it doesn't take too much, and you end up getting back to your white again. And you start to get a white tip. So that one at the back there, this is already half your sandpaper, so it's not working as good. There we go. That one at the back. On this little fella, I think that was a guard tine, so they normally get a bit of a hammering, so yeah, you work them as well. Work your tips and your points. You see on this one, work that, his spellers all the way down the sides of his tray tines and his brow tines. And then that's how you get it to start looking good. They're not perfect, they don't stop on a line. They're not always white depending on which time of the season, all that crap. Anyway, same principles apply for reds. That was a white red deer antler I did up as well. Chittle deer, same applies, lighter colour. Rusa, Samba. Samba would be darker. So yeah, that's it. That's how I do it. From nothing to that. Takes practice. Practice on a couple of casties. If you don't have casties, just do it on the head. And remember to tape up your skulls, because that stuff getting on your skulls will turn them brown. And you can see this one, I got it on the skull and it's all spotty. So you tape them up so that you don't get any on the skull, because you'd be a pain in the ass to sand it off the skull and you won't let you out. It'll just, that's how it'll be. It'll be wrecked. So that's it. Hopefully you can have a crack.